Hello and welcome to the channel on science fiction by Isaac Asimov. Isaac Asimov begins by explaining that science fiction is different from other types of stories because it is defined by its background, not just its subject. He gives examples of different genres like sports stories, westerns, and jungle stories, which are specific themes. However, when these stories are set in a futuristic or scientifically advanced world, they become science fiction as well. For example, a sports story about baseball remains a sports story, but if takes on a space station under zero gravity, it becomes science fiction too. A western story about cowboys can also be a science fiction story if it is about a futuristic fish boy herding fish in the ocean instead of a cowboy herding cattle. A jungle story set in an alien forest on another planet is still a jungle story, but it also science fiction. Science fiction's large scope. Asimov supports the idea of John W. Campbell, a famous science fiction editor, who believed that science fiction can explore any kind of world, past, future, real, imaginary, everything. Science fiction, he urges, has limitless possibilities, while regular fiction only focuses on the present world and everyday human experiences. Science fiction and mystery stories. Campbell, however, thought that mystery stories could not be combined with science fiction. He believed that a mystery story needed clear rules for the reader to follow, but in a futuristic or scientific setting, those rules could change too easily. Asimov gives an example of an unfair mystery. If Sherlock Holmes suddenly pulls out a pocket Afghanistan, a made up device that lets him see through metal and solve the mystery, it would be unfair to the reader. Similarly, if a detective in a sci fi story solves a case using some unknown technology that is not explained beforehand, the reader has no chance to solve the mystery themselves. How science fiction can work with mysteries. Despite Campbell's doubts, Asimov believes that science fiction can work well with mystery stories, but only if the writer clearly explains the rules of the futuristic world. The story must make it clear what is possible and what is not, so the reader has a fair chance of solving the mystery along with the detective. He also wants that even regular mystery writers sometimes make mistakes with science. For example, a mystery writer once confused carbon monoxide, which is a poisonous gas, with carbon dioxide, which is not poisonous, which ruined the logic of the story. Another writer misunderstood how thyroid hormones work, making the effects too fast and unrealistic. In the conclusion, Asimov concludes by proving that science fiction can include mysteries if they are written carefully. He proudly mentions his own books, The Caves of Steel and The Naked Sun, which are science fiction mystery stories that follow fair and logical rules. Through these books, he showed that Campbell was wrong in thinking that science fiction and mystery could not be combined.